and sometimes they read books there. Sometimes
I know
really
people
crazy.
like that also.
It's anovector, yeah. And dermal vector wife, she starts to shut off the lights in the apartment, and she takes his slippers, his shoes, home shoes, slippers, and puts it somewhere when she cleans.
Mm-hmm.
And anovector, usually they have problem with legs. Dermal, usually they don't, because they used to run fast, chase the animal. They were hunters. And nano, they were house protectors. They used to protect house, teach the new warriors. They more home bodies, you can say. So he feels that comfort with the slippers. She puts it somewhere on the sofa. He goes through distress. He goes to the restroom. She screams, shut the lights off, don't keep it 30 minutes. She becomes like that tremor, hand tremor. It's in dermal vector. He has arrhythmia, heart arrhythmia. Eventually, heart attack. That's how they do to each other. Now, sometimes, some things I can't even say right now in front of the camera, but it covers some stuff that maybe for the people who really wants to study it, it has some very personal things also can cover, but they can study deep, yeah, because sometimes she can even make him on purpose that heart attack. And sometimes, if it's dermal visual woman, subconsciously, she doesn't want to do it. She feels when he's dead, she could feel like a release. Even if she's crying, and she can go and cheat on the same husband that died the same day, and first orgasm she can have. I mean, it's very deep psychology. I'm not going to go into that too much.
Yeah, for sure, because
but,
maybe you'll get your own courses, so people can...
No, I'm just saying,
but
it covers very deeply. And if you know all that, definitely it's going to help. Definitely going to solve a lot of issues. But some problems, you can say, you cannot fix. For example, you lose respect, and you're not going to be able to fix it. But if she respects you, but you have issues in your family, yes, it will help, because now you understand why she is doing certain things. And for example, dermal visual vector woman, sometimes when she cries, it's also balancing her biochemistry. She can feel a little bit better afterwards. If it's...
I think it's the most emotional vector from everything.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
The emotions, first emotions they had, because also we had to survive. She can see the leopard in the daytime, in the sunset. We take this woman to hunt with us. She's one of the hunters, because she can see everything. We don't take these boys because we get rid of these boys. You remember, right?
Yeah.
Now, she sees the leopard from the far, because her eyes is better than other vectors. And she doesn't scream, but she reacts that scared, that paralyzing her, that fear. And everybody see her, and they know what to do, and they know what to expect. She gives the sign to the tribe what there is a danger. That's the first emotion we needed. Otherwise, everybody will be eaten by leopards, because you don't see him until he comes 2 feet from you. Imagine 4 guys and a girl and a woman, 5 guys, maybe 4 guys going to hunt, and there is 3-4 lions around. 3-4 lions enough to you cannot fight one-on-one with lion or leopard, especially if we didn't have enough tools back in the time. We didn't have good spears, maybe some stone, something basic. So she can give us the sign of these emotions. And another role of this woman was when all the warriors come back from the war, they still have adrenaline running, they still have blood on them, they feel very over-aggressive. They can kill each other. If they come into the tribe, we can say, into the tribe cave, they're gonna kill each other because so much aggression after the war, they just killed their enemy. So the same woman, the dermal visual woman, she was calming them down. The way she was doing that, she was singing that song that you sing to the children. That song comes down, this anal vector male. Not PTSD professor that, not the prescribed, they prescribe pills, not the pills, because it has to be naturally. The nature that gives us everything. When you take something from outside, it's like cutting your finger and you just stop in the blood. But if it gets worse and worse, you're gonna lose the finger, because that's what these pills do. They just work and they change your biochemical balance. I mean, it's not natural. Yeah. So naturally, she was the one who's singing that lullaby, whatever it's called, that song that she sings to the children. That's how they get rid of PTSD. That's how they get rid of this aggression. They can calm them down. Otherwise, the adrenaline still. So she had a lot of roles. The same woman. That's the same emotional woman.
Yeah.
The one who over emotional, you can say.
It's quite interesting because basically even in those times people already knew about vector psychology, and they kind of
use some of it.
Yeah, like use some of it, like put responsibilities on different people depending on their vectors.
Yeah, I mean naturally we still have these animal instincts. Lion, he knows how to hunt, how to reproduce. We still have these instincts, but humans, they need to evolve. They need to learn, become better, evolve. The animals, they perfect already. They don't need to do that. They don't get schizophrenia, they don't get migraines, they don't have phobias at night. Animals. Only humans. So all this, for example, fear, it's like there is, you can say it's fiction. There is no fear. If we go outside, whatever you see and scares you, maybe it doesn't scare me, probably, right? So it's in your mind, first of all, right? There is no other fear. And in order, that panic attack, it's in the mind, and usually it's visual vector. And it's the one who doesn't give away its energy that it's supposed to give away. And its energy, it's love. You remember I told you, the love, it's actually that the same emotional vector person. That's their purpose, with love. So she gives love. Only when we had those even women that became prostitutions, it was similar vector, and it also was connected, and it's, for example, anal vector most likely is not going to be, but it's also, you can say, which vector and why. But it's usually was with oral also. Oral vector, it's the one who verbalized us, and sometimes people talk too much, sometimes they talk dirty, sometimes they like to curse, scream sometimes, talk loud. That's oral vector. And that vector, it's one of the roles, because his mouth is sensitive. That's his erogenous zone. Everything has to put in his mouth. So we're not going to get poisoned. he can tell which food we could eat and what not. That's why we needed oral. And to become humans, that's the first vector who starts talking. First we started to reproduce the birds and animals. We did sound like birds and animals to show there is an eagle coming. And little by little it came words. And words, very simple. I, me, you, very simple. It's vector who created these words. It's very simple vector. They're not intelligent. It's not Elon Musk. Oral vector, it's clown. Somebody who's clown in the tribe. Maybe sometimes great cook. Maybe sometimes singer. They need to stimulate them up. So
you can actually discover your past knowing the vector.
Yeah. And you know what I think? If we even reborn our soul, because how you can say Mozart, 4 years old, he started to write music. 4 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe it was past life, he was a musician.
I mean, he just continued his past.
Well, it's the same vector stays in the next life. So he reborn in the same vector. You understand? Probably it's just my personal, it's not obviously not a fact, but that's what I think. If he born in another life, musician, and another life, and then he born as a Mozart, 4 years old, writes music. Who can do it? Nobody could do it.
Yeah, he just possibly bring it from
Einstein. Maybe it was also the same vector, probably it was in past life, because people who are really good businessmen, musician, artist, Dali, Salvador Dali, and all these people, by the way, artists usually are no vector. But most likely maybe it was in the past life, maybe Rembrandt or
many people like that, like even a lot of actors that doesn't study anywhere, but they have great talent, natural talent.
And 90, probably 5% of actors, it's dermal visual, the same.
Yeah, because they have so
Brad
much
Pitt,
emotions.
all these Titanic who played, Leonardo DiCaprio, all these boys, as you can see, they all have something in common. This visual vector, it's kind of feminine vector. It's more feminine. And they need a homosexual, they need a heterosexual. If he goes through these fears and panic attacks at night and he scares of the night darkness, because boys the same as girls, with the same vector though, visual. So what happened, now somebody needs to protect him. He looks for somebody to be protected by. Anal vector male in his issues find in this boy and protects him and seducing him.
And that's how...
So anal vector as a male makes, you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Actually, it's very interesting because like a lot of questions that people asking themselves every day can be found out through this type of the psychology.
Yeah, if I'll put training, and it's going to be maybe 40 to maybe 100 hours of training, maybe like 3 months. It's a lot of information. And after you go through training, you will know a lot of new things that something different. Yeah, and it definitely was gonna help in business. Now you know, for example, I know now, I'm already 42, I didn't know until today who's gonna be the great manager in the business. All my life I thought it's gonna be the same people as me, who has energy of a businessman,